Hey, good morning. We are going to learn Mockingbird Hill. I am first going to play the advanced version for you, and then I'm going to play the intermediate version, which is just single notes. Okay, we're in 3/4 time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's our advanced version. Now, any of you, if you want to hear the tra-la-la, twiddly-dee, that part, just send me a message and I'll tab that out for you. But for right now, we're just using the verse to insert into all the chord work we're going to do. All right? Here's exactly the same thing, note for note, slightly variation, slightly different places where we're going to find our notes. But this is the beginner intermediate version. And I'm going to take it a little bit slower. Single notes. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Maybe I'm not taking it so much slower. I'll do it again. I said I was going to take it slower and I didn't, did I? Let's turn the metronome on and remind me. I'm going to take it down around to about 66. Really slow. Now, I want you to watch all the times that I'm holding 2 fingers down to play an entire measure. What comes to mind, let's just take it real slow and we'll troubleshoot. Okay, now for you rank beginners, I'm not going to hold you to this too much. Those of you that are sort of in that intermediate stage, definitely those advanced players that have been playing with me for a while, I want you to do this exactly the way I'm doing it. So I'm going to hold that 5. I'm leaving the 5 right where it is. So right now when I go to the second measure to hit that first 5, I've now got loaded down my 5, my 6, and my 5. So I hit that 5 and I lift that up. Okay? Now this is just the first 2 measures. All right? Watch really closely. Watch my hands. 5 goes down and stays, 6 goes down and stays, 5 is go down, 6 is already there. All right, that's a lot of talk, but watch real slow. Very little movement on my hands, okay, for my fingers. That's so important. The next measure, third measure, is 6, 4, 6 to another 6. I've been grabbing that last 6 with my thumb because you know I'm always preaching to you. Keep your fingers down until you need them somewhere else. See how I did that? So I went 6, 4, 6. I left that 6 down and used my thumb on the 6 melody string so that all those would ring and continue to ring. As soon as you lift up on your fingers, your vibration, your string's going to stop. You're going to lose your notes. Okay, let's turn this off for a second. Let me show you what I mean by that. All right, I'm looking at the third measure of the beginner intermediate advance. My cat just jumped. My cat just did this Olympic-like leap straight up into the air right there, and it caught me off guard. Third measure. Beginning, intermediate, dulcimer part. I will tell you also that as soon as I started doing this video, my 3 inside cats found a mouse, and it is still very much alive, and they are running around beneath my feet, so I'm a little distracted. Let me bring it back down to the ground here for you. Third measure, beginner, intermediate, dulcimer part. 6 is going to stay there. There's my 4. I haven't moved my 6 yet. Now I move my finger over to get my 6, and I need my 6 on my melody. So I'm going to leave this first finger on that 6 and use my thumb to grab it. Now here's what it sounds like if I just haphazardly put fingers down and lift them up. Okay, listen to that again. Now listen to this. So everything gets to cascade over the next note because I'm leaving my fingers in place. As long as my fingers are in place, that note's going to ring, and you're going to get this really nice fluid sound. at the beginner intermediate stage, it's time to start practicing that, because by the time you get to the advanced stages with me, I'm going to assume you know how to do that. And when you come to me and you say, my stuff sounds really choppy and it doesn't sound fluid like yours, I'm going to say, were you paying attention months and years ago when I told you don't move a finger until you need it somewhere else? And you're going to say, really? And I'm going to go, like that. Okay, let's look at this beginner intermediate dulcimer part as a whole. And watch all the times, keep your eyes on this hand, watch all the times that it's just moving just very little, okay? Here we go. Right here. Right? That's what I'm talking about. You don't see my fingers jumping all over the place. All right? Perfect example is at the very last measure of the first line, I play a 5/4. Okay, I'm just going to leave that down. I'm going to build them as I need them. 0, 5, 4. They're both down. Now I take them both up to the 6, 7. And then back down to 5, 6. Down to 4. That's the first time I break that chord shape with my left hand. Okay, I'm keeping this little do-do-do-do kind of thing going. All right. All right, now the other thing we're going to talk about with this is we're in 3/4 time, and the main reason I picked this song out is one of my students last week said that she was at a jam session and they played a song in 3/4 time, and she really wasn't sure of what rhythm to play or how to play that rhythm. When in doubt, when you're playing in 3/4 time, just strum just like you would be tapping your foot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get the metronome going on this, and I'll show you all your different options for 3/4 time. So like I said, 3/4 notes per chord or per measure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let me get with the beat. 1, 2, 3. I hope that mouse doesn't climb up my legs because a cat will follow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you've heard me say this when it comes to strumming patterns. You can take any of your quarter notes and turn them into a ditty. So you can take one single quarter note strum, 1, and turn it into a 1-and, okay? Also known as a ditty. So if we did boom, diddy, diddy, boom, diddy, diddy, sounds like this. Diddy, diddy, boom, diddy, diddy, boom, diddy, diddy, boom. Okay? Now one player can be doing that fancier rhythm like this. Boom, diddy, diddy, boom. And another player can just be playing quarter notes and it'll sound just fine. Boom, diddy, diddy, boom. As long as you stay in the same tempo with each other and no one rushes, right? All right. Now, also about this song, I charted it out in the key of G because it's good for us to practice playing in keys other than the key of D as in dog. That's our go-to key. We need to branch out from time to time. Now you can play your G, your C, and your D chord. Those are the only 3 chords you've got in this whole song. You can play them any way you want, in any position. You can play your D open and your G, the very first G I taught you, the 0, 1, 3, or the 3, 3, 3. Your C chord can be played 6, 6, 6. A lot of people don't like the sound of that sound that you get because you've got your strings are all covered and they're all up really high and they don't get to vibrate very much. It's a real compressed sound. Okay? Now another really good C chord to play is a 3 on your bass string, a 4 on your middle string, and a 6 on your melody string. Okay? So that's got a little more ring to it than this one. Okay? We get that lower G note. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can play your chords in any position that you want to play them. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the metronome on and play and sing this song for you. You will notice that I take you down past the first chorus right into the tablature. Now, When it comes to the tablature, you can either play the advanced version or the beginner intermediate version. I'm probably going to play the beginner intermediate version each time this pass through. When we get to the second page, we've got that got a three-cornered plow. At the end of that verse, it says chorus and then tab again. Then we play late in the evening, I climb up a hill. At the end of that verse, it says chorus with turnaround. What does that mean? Okay, if you don't remember or if you've not heard me talk about this, a turnaround is just a phrase we use when we want to repeat the last line of a song, usually the chorus, to kind of wrap it up and give it a feeling that it's complete. All right? On this music that I've written out for you, there's a star over there by Welcome as the Flowers on Mockingbird Hill. Over there where that star is, that's that last line that we would repeat to use as a turnaround to make our song sound like we're finished. Okay? The audience can go home. Pack your things, head out. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right, so let's turn the metronome back on. And this is a nice, slowish tempo for this. This won't be slow enough for my rank beginners, but it'll be slow enough. You know, it'll be slow enough for you to practice like your quarter note strums. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay? Now, at any point in time, you get relaxed, you can start turning those booms into ditties. All right? Here we go. Let's take it from the top. I think this is kind of low for my vocal, which is, I guess that's a nice break considering that usually the key of D, I'm like, way out here. Okay. When the sun in the the tablature again. One, two, three. Two, three. Two, three. When it's late in the evening, I climb up a hill and survey all my kingdom while everything's still. Only me and the sky and an old whippoorwill. It's my home, sweet home, on Mockingbird Hill. Tra-la-la, twiddly-dee-dee, it gives me a thrill to wake up in the morning to the mockingbird's trill. Tra-la-la, twiddly-dee-dee, there's peace and goodwill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. You're welcome as the flowers on Mockingbird Hill. Oh my goodness, this has been a comical video. My cat's literally started chasing a mouse, which I'm grateful for. I really am. Let me show you the main culprit here. Come here, you. Come here. Come here. All right, this is the one that's been distracting me so much. Okay, folks, you all have a great time with this piece. Remember, it's not a Slavic dirge like it just sounded when I played it. You're going to put some speed on this and brighten it up a little bit. I'm a huge Patti Page fan, and I think she's probably turning over in her grave right now. She's like, Mockingbird Hill, was that a Slavic dirge? I thought it was much brighter and happier than that. What do you think, little bit? Huh? What? All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.